La tienda de terciopelo seguía en pie.
Outside, tens of thousands of men lay broken, scattered across the wide plain. It was a psychological weapon, demonstrating a power so total that it undid empires.
Una conquista escrita no en sangre, sino en terror.
He was a commander defined by impossible ambition and surgical violence.
Su teatro de guerra era el mundo.
Hold the line! Push them back!
Buscaba no solo ganar batallas, sino destrozar los propios mecanismos del imperio. Gaugamela sería el campo de pruebas para esta ambición letal. La victoria inicial en el Gránico fue una escaramuza. Esta era la confrontación directa.
Follow me, companions. The field awaits our triumph.
It was the year 331 BC, and the stage was set at Gaugamela. A vast level expanse known as the Plain of Gaugamela. The sand was a vast open expanse, offering no impediment to the Persian cavalry and scythed chariots. Darius III, the great king of Persia, chose this place to crush the Macedonian upstart.
Han nivelado toda la llanura. Prepara los carros.
This was a huge strategic error by a commander blinded by his own superiority.
El teatro de guerra, en lugar de servir a Darío, se había convertido en el arma más grande de los macedonios. El avance de la falange comprimió el centro persa, anulando sus números.
Move forward! Close the gap! We can't move, sir. It's too crowded. Get those spears!
Alexander's veteran army was disciplined, compact, and perfectly suited to fixing an enemy.
The sheer size of the Persian force was now only a large, vulnerable target.
Todo su ejército era un sistema de armas combinadas integrado, un instrumento de guerra decisiva.
The role of the phalanx was simple. Hold the line, pin the Persian center in place. Their discipline and sheer weight locked the vast Persian infantry in a brutal, stationary struggle. They became the fortress, the unmovable block against which Darius' center would break its momentum.
¡A ellos, compañeros! ¡A la carga!
They were an elite unit, trained to deliver a devastating charge at the critical moment to break the enemy line.
Alexander's oblique advance forced the Persian line to stretch, creating the exact and momentary weakness he was looking for.
Charge! Break them! Hold the line! Push! The phalanx holds the line. The cavalry strikes the fatal blow into the breach, aiming for the king himself.
It was a doctrine of war designed to nullify the enemy's numbers and exploit the weaknesses of their formation.
Push! Push! For the king! Hold them! Do not break!
Wall of steel, absorbing the chaos and the weight of the assault.
Push them back! Hold the line! Brace for impact!
Once the flank broke, Alexander began the direct pursuit of Darius.
This was the decisive moment, the decision that would define the entire battle and prove his discipline.
You will follow my orders exactly as I say them. Do you understand me? Charge! From Macedon! Wait, Alexander!
The Companion Cavalry executed a sharp turn, shifting their axis of attack from pursuit to salvation. Charge! Kill the Persian king! Forward to victory!
Men, to the breach! Push them back!
The psychological effect of Alexander appearing on their flank was devastating.
The Persian center was in the hands of the king's immortals, the elite personal guard. They had been watching the fight in the center, confident in the depth of their defense.
We are broken! Run for your lives! My shield is useless! Save yourselves! Take the chariot! Defend the king!
In a moment of pure, blinding fear, Darius turned his chariot and fled the field in panic.
La táctica loca había funcionado. El espíritu del enemigo estaba roto por la huida de un hombre.
On the left flank, Parmenion was in a desperate struggle, threatened to be overrun by the cavalry of Mazaeus.
Charge! Break the line!
Hold formation! Turn the spears!
To the camp! Forward! Charge! Break the line! Hold formation! Brace for impact!
The young Macedonian now held the heart and honor of the Achaemenid dynasty.
La victoria no fue un fin, sino el comienzo de una nueva maniobra política. La victoria en Gaugamela fue una obra maestra de sincronización, disciplina y violencia calculada.
He demonstrated that tactics, discipline, and leadership, not numbers, win the final campaigns.
Alexander's genius was not just his cavalry charge, but his ruthless recognition of the weakness of the enemy formation.
It proved that tactics, not numbers, win the final campaigns.
Alexander's genius was not just his cavalry charge, but his ruthless recognition of the formation's weakness.
His campaign had become an unstoppable martial avalanche.
The echo of Gaugamela is the sound of an ancient world collapsing under the weight of one man's perfect strategy.
History remembers the brave. The time has come to choose who will lead us next.